Hi there, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing a bundle that I picked up about 3 to 4 weeks ago. I have so many things and I'm so far behind and I apologize. I want to start doing more how does this product do, how does it last all day type videos, and I will be patient, it's going to happen. I'm going to be expanding the channel more, but it's been crazy. But I'm finally getting to Makeup Geek and their bundle, and it was, like I said, 3 to 5, maybe 3 to 5 weeks ago. They have their bundles on there, which is 2 blushes and then 6 eyeshadows and then 3 lip products for about $85. But they had it on sale for $68, so I bought both the pink and the neutral palette because I have no self-control and I'm okay with it. So. And I do have other products of theirs, but it was just nice to try the bundles. And so a few of the things I realized later were kind of duplicates that I already had. I think 1, maybe 2, but that's okay. You know, you take risks in life and usually you win, but sometimes you don't. But for the most part, I did. So the first one I'm going to review is the pink one. And what I loved about it is, like I said, you get the 2 blushes, you get 3 shimmers, and then 3 mattes of varying colors. So there's the light ones, the medium ones, and the darker colors. And I just really think this is a great idea. They kind of put it together and say, hey, you can take this bad boy anywhere with you and you were good to go. You know, you have the lipsticks, you have the blush, you have everything. You just got to come up with whatever else you use. They also give you this little case with it, which is really solid and really great. So it actually is a really good deal. I really like the bundle idea. I have been using this, though I will say that some of these colors may be seen as a little bit dark this time of year, but I don't think so. It's summer, so you can get away with these really pretty pink colors. And I've been using this one in the V and stuff, and you can spread it out a little bit so it's not as shocking or too dark. And I think this works really well, actually. I've been really loving these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out by swatching the shimmers first, because that's my favorite. So I'm going to start with the pink, which is just so beautiful. It's such a beautiful color. I think this would be flattering on many skin types. It's a nice pink, but it is leaning more towards kind of almost like a neutral pink. A lot of these are very neutral, actually, which I appreciate. And then you have this guy, which is just so beautiful. It's like this mauvey kind of brown. I love colors like that. And then there's this cranberry-like color, which may intimidate some. Don't be intimidated. Yes, it is a little bit more of a fall color, but you could definitely do it for a nice pop of color underneath your lower lashes and things like that, or even like in the corner of the V. You know, you can make it work any time of year, trust me. And I love colors like that. I love these cranberry colors, but I know for some people they're a little bit harder to sell because they intimidate. And I get it. I know some people who do a full cranberry eye look and they're awesome. I'm like, you are a boss. Me, I'm like, you know, I don't tend to do that so much, but this may be the year of that. So look out, fall. Actually don't. I'm a summer girl. Fall, stay back. But anyway, I am going to move on to the mattes next. And this is the darkest one. And like I said, it is rather dark, but you can actually lightly dip your finger into it, and then you could use it in the crease if you have a darker complexion, or like me, you can use this in the outer V, and I have, and see how nice and soft it goes on. You just have to dip lighter and use more control. So then the next one is this lighter kind of color, which is the perfect crease color, and I'll be putting the names above as I do this because I don't know them. So this one's just perfect for summer. I love it. And then lastly, I know this one for sure is Sand Dollar because I bought this before. Sand Dollar, it's a difficult one to work with. I find that it's a really pretty color, but I think part of the problem with it is it just doesn't show up on my skin that well. And so it's kind of this nice little simple crease color, but for some reason I've always had a little bit of a problem getting it to build up on my eye. And I think part of it is it's just so light for my skin tone, because it really is a beautiful color, but for some reason I find it a little bit more difficult to work with. But if you're going for a natural eye look, you can just put this in the crease, put on some eyeshadow, or I'm sorry, put it in the crease, use some eyeliner, and go. It's a very simple color that you can use and it will show up for you light like girls, but for some reason I have a love-hate relationship with it, just because it doesn't always work as well as I would like it to, and I think part of it is it's just too close to my skin tone. but it's very definitely a very usable palette, and I think it's perfect for especially summer. Heading into fall, this is like the perfect palette, and it really is usable, especially the darker one. Like I said, you can take these colors and work them very, very lightly. You know, you don't have to make them really, really dark. Here's one for the crease color. It smooths in really well. These are just fabulous. I really, really love Makeup Geek. I feel like it's really affordable eyeshadow, and it works quite well. So as far as the blushes go, now this one's a little bit of a hard sell for me. I was kind of I'm running out of arm here. That's not going to work with someone of my skin tone. That is just intense. And here I am doing it lightly. I'm going to see if I do it here, if it will work better. So I'm doing this with a very, very light touch, as you can see. And even still, I'm going to end up looking like Bozo. There's no way I could pull this off. So the only way that I could really justify of how to make this work is to use it as a blush. Because I seriously question, when you see blushes, I'm like, those are basically just bigger palettes eyeshadow. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe I'll do some research, but you could just use this as eyeshadow because it's basically eyeshadow. It's just put into a blush pan. There you go. So this just wouldn't work on somebody of my skin tone, but what I do love about this is that it would work really well on a lot of other skin tones. So what I do like about this is that it's not just for women of my skin tone. They're not just thinking, hey, this is for Binky with her fair skin. This is for everyone. So all is not lost. This will not work for me, but it will work as eyeshadow. Then there's this nice, almost pinky, this pink mauve. And I love mauve colors. Anyone who knows me knows I do. Now it looks like it's going on a little bit dark. It might be too much for me. But if you put it here and you do it lightly, it goes on quite nicely, and you can have more control of it and make sure that it doesn't go on quite as dark. But if you are a light skin tone like I am, you're going to have to, be careful, because even this one can be a little bit overwhelming. Now, what I love about this palette is, as I said, it works for so many different skin tones. You can make it work. Yes, this is light, but this would work on even ladies with darker complexion for a nice pop of pink across the lid. The crease colors may be a little bit more difficult, but you have this guy here, and like I said, I'll be putting the names above. This is Americano. It should work perfectly for that. I feel like this would work for so many people, because even the shimmers are going to show up. Maybe this one will be a little bit more difficult for girls with darker complexion, but the two reds and pinks are going to be awesome, and this color is going to be amazing. So yes, I absolutely adore the selection. But I have used this during the week, and it worked really well, actually. What I will say is I do have oily skin, and I have a way of prepping my eye. If you've heard this before, fast forward. But I'll put a primer on, and then I'll put foundation on and then powder off, and then start working. And this time of year it's difficult for me because I have really oily skin, and so these didn't hold up as well as some other shadows did. It's not Makeup Geek's fault, it's just I have ridiculously oily skin, and they did last pretty well. They lasted between 6 and 8 hours. And there are some brands though that I can get to work all day. It could be from 7 in the morning till 2 to 3 a.m. Yes, it is possible. With this, I don't feel like it lasted quite as long. You can definitely see that the oil was starting to come through. Again, I have really oily skin, so again, Makeup Geek, not your fault. So take that into consideration. If you have combination or drier skin, this is probably gonna be awesome for you. So you're gonna have no worries. But I would definitely, and I'm going to do some more reviews of Makeup Geek, probably more in the fall when I can use it, when it's not so humid outside. I can barely breathe. Okay, so, but yes, it's a big thumbs up. That being said, I love Makeup Geek. It's very affordable. I'll put the prices. Normally a lot of these I think are $6. That's really affordable. Between Makeup Geek and ColourPop, it's pretty darn impressive. So definitely a thumbs up. Next, I'm going to move on to the lip products that they gave. They give you in the packaging 3 of these guys, and the Plush, Iconic, and the Showstopper, and these are all part of the pink collection. And it's kind of cool because you're getting all these. If you were buying them individually, you'd be broke. but in this bundle, they're helping you out, letting you experience the awesomeness that is Makeup Geek. So usually I'll start with the lightest first, but these are all kind of intense. So, you know, I don't know how that's gonna work, but the first one is the Iconic lipstick, and I did keep them in the packaging. I'm a total nerd like that. This one is called Shy. Yes, Shy. And actually a friend of mine picked this up when we went to the pop-up store that was in January. Yeah, it was fantastic, and I loved it on her, and so I was excited to see this in the grouping. This is what it looks like. Very nice. You can use this year-round depending on the look that you're going for, so I really like it, and I actually like the Iconic lipsticks. I feel like they wear really well. I have a few of them, and I love them because I picked them up at the event, and I should do a review on those. So this is Shy. I absolutely love this color. I think it's just so user-friendly for so many different women. It's actually very moisturizing. I love this color. I don't know if I like it with this makeup, but that's okay. But I would use it definitely even during this time of year. I feel like it's just very pretty, especially with a lighter eyeshadow look. Love this. So this alone, with some of these amazing eyeshadow colors, was totally worth it. Shy from the Iconic collection. So the next one is Cha Cha, which is from the Showstopper lip line of Makeup Geek. And I really haven't worn these colors yet, but this is really bright for this time of year. How crazy is that, right? It's just a pretty, pretty bright color. I haven't really worn a lot from the Showstopper line, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna have to do probably individual reviews on that just so you know what you're getting into. But let's see what it looks like. So this is Cha Cha. Bold, right? This is such a bold color, perfect for this time of year. Such a pretty color if you go, especially for very little eye, a very limited eye look, and you throw this on. Whew, it's perfect for this time of year. Perfect summer look, just a lot of fun. That being said, the formula was a little bit drier and a little bit patchier when putting on, but I think if you just keep going for it, it will eventually do what it needs to, but it takes a little bit to build it up, and it is not, as you can see, it's more of a matte color. So this isn't going to give you a lot of shine if that's what you're looking for. It's definitely a matte color, but it is a lot of fun. I really like this. I can see myself rocking this, going for a bold kind of look if I were to go to the beach, but I'm too pale. I just go at sunset. Yeah. So the last color that I'm going to go for is Party Girl, and this is from Plush. So this is the Plush line. It's a lip matte as well. Now it is a little tinier. You see comparison to the others. It is quite small, but it is a lovely color. It's kind of this purple, this pinky purple look. And that's what I like, is that they're going for the different looks. Obviously you can see Shy is a lot more wearable for most, then these two are a little bit more bold, which I love during the summer. I think it's a lot of fun, but it may not be for everyone. But let's give this a try. Party girl in the house. Oh my gosh, this is bright. Wow, and in a good way. I really didn't think I'd like this. Now obviously it doesn't go with the rest of my look. I would have to go with the more downplayed eyeshadow look. I would go with very minimal, pretty much eyeliner and mascara and a light crease color, and I'd leave it at that and then pull this in. I love this color. This is Party Girl. I know I keep staring at it. This is absolutely a stunning color. But again, this is something that you would definitely want to use with a very light eye look. But wow, these are really great. I'm actually quite happy with the lipsticks. All three of them. I really thought when I saw them, I'm like, this is too much. I don't want to go that far into these bright colors, but I absolutely love them. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. They're so fun for this time of year. Perfect. It is a little bit matte, They both say that, the Showstopper and this, they are matte, but it's actually not uncomfortable. It actually isn't uncomfortable at all. It's actually wears really well and feels good and not overly drying. But I will say I do not have sensitivity to drying of matte lipsticks like some people do, so take that into consideration. But I don't feel like it's as drying as some of the other brands. It's actually quite comfortable. And the fix around that is to always put a light layer of balm on first and then put it on, and it's still going to work really well. And look, this is such a bright color, and it actually didn't put that much on. It really didn't, actually. It didn't leave, I know I swiped it off. It didn't leave that much. I probably smeared it all over my face. Actually, no. So yeah, it does leave a little bit of transfer. So I think it you know, it is matte, but just be prepared that there will be some transfer. And that's okay too, you know. It's funny, I should actually do a video of wear on some of these things, and you know what, I will. I just need to get my booty moving. But back to the review, because you don't want to hear Binky's excuses. So what I do have to say is, especially for the $68, this was absolutely amazing. You get 2 blushes, the 6 eyeshadows, and the 3 lipsticks. And I think a lot of these, I mean, just for the like lip products alone, I mean, that's really good price. It's normally $6, I think, for Makeup Geek, so that's $24, and then the 8, and then this, and then with this. I think it's a really good price, especially for the $68 price point. What I will say with Makeup Geek is they do not usually do free shipping, so just be wary of that, because you may not know that. When I first ordered from them, I didn't realize that. You're going to pay for shipping, so that is an added cost. They also don't tend to do too many sales, and I think part of it is they look at it with their eyeshadows and things that it already is a lower price, so why? But their highlighters and lipsticks are actually pretty, you know, normal price as far as the market goes, so it can be a little bit spendy, especially on top of putting the shipping. So just be aware of that, and I do find that they don't have a lot of sales. But what I will say is I really do like the quality and the range of Makeup Geek's items. What I love about it is that they're not afraid to go out there and do color and different types of colors and finishes, and that's what I love, because I think sometimes some companies play it a little bit too safe, and Makeup Geek is like, let's do this, you know. But with this palette, because this is the one we're focusing on, the pink palette, I think it's really nice. It's perfect for this time of year, even going into fall. I think it's perfect. It could work in spring. You can even make it work you can make it work any time of year, but I really do feel this is great going from summer, spring, even fall, and you know, winter, you could definitely make it work. But it's a good all year round kind of palette. Now the lipstick may be a little bit more difficult to wear these bright colors during the winter. So again, I don't know if it would work necessarily that time of year, but who cares? You have so much makeup, you can use that instead. Maybe I'm just projecting that onto you because I have way too much. But I do think it's great. I think it's a great value, especially for the sale price. And I'm a big fan of Makeup Geek. I need to do more videos on them because they deserve the shout out, but I have way too much going on. So, big yes, absolutely love this. In fact, I'm going to start wearing this week again. I'm so glad because I kind of gave up a week ago and I'm ready to start using it again. Let me know if you have this collection or any other from Makeup Geek and what you think, because I'd love to hear your opinions. So until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye!